With the third pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Luka Doncic.
Why does nobody seem to be stopping Luka Doncic? Averaging a career-high 33.6 points per game, this guy is a literal machine. Euro steps, silky threes, and powering through defenders like a linebacker. There's something around him. A basketball prodigy barely out of his teens, taking the NBA by storm with skills that leave legends in awe. That's Luka Doncic for you. He's not just another player, he's a phenomenon rewriting the rules of the game. But what sets him apart isn't just his scoring, it's his ability to elevate his teammates. With over 9 assists per game, he turns even the most mundane moments into highlights. And don't think he's all finesse, Luka's a beast on the boards too, snagging over 8 rebounds a game. When the pressure's on, he thrives, making clutch plays that defy logic and leave opponents scratching their heads. But it's not just about the stats, it's about leadership. Luka's not just the Mavericks' best player, he's their heart and soul, inspiring his team with his hustle and determination. Sure, there have been setbacks like injuries and inconsistent performances, but Luka's resilience knows no bounds. At just 24, his future's as bright. And the NBA better watch out, cause this Slovenian sensation is just getting started. You see, some fans address him as the next big thing, a game changer like no other. Others doubt it, waving off his European success as just luck. But Luka, he shrugged off the noise. Drafted by the Dallas Mavericks at number 3, he stepped onto the court ready to rewrite history. And man, he did deliver. From day one, you could tell he was something special, averaging over 21 points, nearly 7 rebounds, and over 5 assists per game in his rookie season. That's unheard of. His Euro step left defenders dizzy. His no-look passes defied physics, and his three-point shots, pure poetry in motion. But it wasn't just his skills that turned heads, it was his basketball IQ. He played like a seasoned vet, calling shots and making moves that left jaws on the floor. And guess what? He made his teammates shine too. With accolades like Rookie of the Year and All-Star nods stacking up, Luka was more than just hype. He was the real deal. Fast forward to today and Luka's still making waves in the NBA. But this season, it's like he's reached a whole new level. Luka is averaging a jaw-dropping 33.6 points per game. Now that's impressive. Luka is not afraid to get down and dirty on the boards either. He's averaging over 8 rebounds per game. When the game is on the line and the clock is ticking down, Luka's the man you want with the ball. He's got ice in his veins, making plays that defy logic and gravity. He can create something out of nothing, like a last-second step-back 3 that swishes through the net as the buzzer sounds. Now, Luka's had his share of challenges this season too. Injuries have sidelined him for a few games, and the team's overall record hasn't always been consistent. But even in the face of adversity, Luka has shown resilience and adaptability. He's adjusted his game to fit the needs of the team, playing more off the ball when needed and finding new ways to contribute even when his shot isn't failing. But wait, the big question is, how did it all start? Let's rewind the clock a bit and go back to where it all began. Luka Doncic's NBA entry. It was the summer of 2018 when a fresh-faced 19-year-old with a mop of brown hair and a swagger beyond his years stepped onto the stage of the NBA draft. This wasn't your typical rookie, fresh out of college and full of nervous energy. Luka had already conquered Europe, and he was ready to take the NBA by storm. He's already led Real Madrid to the EuroLeague Championship, averaging a ridiculous 24.2 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 4.8 assists per game. The hype surrounding him was deafening. Scouts compared him to Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and even LeBron James. And when draft night came, the Mavericks didn't hesitate. They knew they had a chance to land a once-in-a-generation talent, and they weren't about to let it slip away. With the 3rd overall pick, they called Luka's name. And the rest, as they say, is history. From the moment he stepped foot on NBA hardwood, it was clear that Luka was something special. And the NBA? Well, it would never be the same again. 5 years into his NBA journey, Luka Doncic isn't just a next big thing anymore. He's become an established star. Despite his young age, he's already etched his name in the NBA history books. And trust us, his best is yet to come. Luka Doncic's entry into the NBA wasn't just about one player making a splash. It was a cultural shift. He brought with him a new style of play, a European flair, and a swagger that was absolutely infectious. He showed the world that basketball wasn't just an American game, it was a global phenomenon, and talent could come from anywhere. Now let's talk about Luka's past achievements. Luka's journey began captivating Europe. We're talking about a kid who, at just 13 years old, was already leading Real Madrid's junior teams. By the time he hit 16, he was a regular in the EuroLeague, Europe's premier basketball competition. His teenage years were like a whirlwind of accolades. 2 EuroLeague Rising Star Awards, an ACB Championship, and finally, in 2018, the EuroLeague MVP and Championship titles. Oh, and did we mention he became the youngest EuroLeague MVP ever? Yeah, this guy was rewriting the record books before he even hit 20. Then came the NBA draft in 2018, selected 3rd overall by the Dallas Mavericks. Luka's arrival in the US was met with both anticipation and skepticism. His rookie season was a clear indication of statistical dominance, averaging over 21 points, nearly 7 rebounds, and over 5 assists per game. He even became the first teenager in NBA history to average a triple-double in a playoff series. His star power is undeniable, lighting up arenas across the nation. He's been selected to the prestigious All-NBA First Team 4 years in a row, a testament to his consistent brilliance. These are the league's elites, and Luka's name sits right beside them. He bagged the coveted Rookie of the Year award in 2019, averaging a near triple-double and leaving jaws agape with his unbelievable talent. Speaking of triple-doubles, Luka's got a serious case of them. He's notched up 52 in his career so far, a number that puts him amongst the league's elite playmakers. Imagine scoring 20 pounds, grabbing 10 rebounds, and dishing out 10 assists all in one night. That's Luka's background, and he owns it with a swagger that belies his young age. He can light up the scoreboard with the best of them. He's already surpassed the 7,000-point mark in his career, a feat achieved by only a handful of NBA greats before him. He's a national hero in his native Slovenia, leading his team to the top scorer spot at the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Seeing him don the Slovenian jersey and unleash his talent on the international stage is a reminder that his impact reaches far beyond the borders of the United States. So where does Luka go from here? Well, the answer is simple. At just 24, he's already achieved more than most players dream of. He's got the accolades, the highlights, and the love of millions. But Luka's not resting on his laurels. He's constantly evolving, adding new wrinkles to his game, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible on the court. Luka Doncic is more than just a basketball player. He's a phenomenon. He's a magician with a ball, a leader with enthusiasm, and a once-in-a-generation talent. With the potential to rewrite the record books and redefine what it means to be a point guard, Stephen Curry's admiration for Luka's continuous improvements season after season shows just how much of a force Luka is on the court. So, what are your opinions on Luka? We want to hear from you, so drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thrilling NBA updates. Until next time, keep the conversation alive, and we'll see you soon.